beautiful, smart, handsome, lovely, kind, thoughtful dietitians. Hopefully your day is going well. Today, I wanted to talk about something that I see a ton of dietitians get confused, both within my group and in the public space. And it's a huge problem because if interpreted incorrectly, can cause a lot of issues down the road. Hey guys, I am Amy Plano. I am the reimbursement dietitian, and my goal here all day, every day is to simplify the reimbursement process. Your girl here has been accepting insurance since 2007, and I have literally made every mistake in the book times 100. And if shit can go wrong, it usually happens to me not once, but twice. So I am super well versed in all things insurance. And today we're going to chat a little bit about vocabulary because it's the difference in language, the difference in these two very words that could change kind of how you operate. So today I wanted to talk about the difference between credentialing and contracting. Although they are often used in the same insurance discussions, they are not the same thing. So cool. So let's talk about it. Credentialing. Credentialing is the verification of your qualifications as a health provider. It's the process where the insurance company verifies your professional background to ensure you meet their standards. It might include things like checking your license, your certification, your education, your degree, liability insurance, your NPIs, work history, sometimes applicable, and then any type of like board certification. I don't think we're really board certified, but like the RD credential. So they're basically trying to prove you're qualified to provide services to their members. And the credentialing process usually takes 60 to 100 days. I'm sorry, 60 to 120 days. So it's the first part of getting your insurance contracts. It's the first of two parts of getting your insurance contract. The second piece, sorry, I'm just fooling around with my computer, is the contracting process. The contracting happens after, usually, or sometimes alongside, more likely than not after. And I want to talk about why that's significant. This is when the insurance companies send you a contract to become in network and they outline the legal terms. And I want to say include your reimbursement rates, but I would be lying to you if I told you that they sent them to you directly without you having to beg, borrow, and steal. But the contract you sign, your John Hancock, hopefully, more than likely, the fee schedules are not there, but they should be there. Provider responsibilities, billing policies, and then legal obligations, right? This basically is a legally binding relationship between you and the insurance company. Okay. Quick analogy, because you know your girl Amy P loves analogies because that's the only way I can process info. Think of credentialing like a job interview, right? So they're checking your resume, your references, and your qualifications for that particular job. Think about contracting like they're actually offering you the particular job, right? It's kind of like in my practice, we give them a job offer letter, and that would be the equivalent of kind of like contracting, right? Why the difference is important. A lot of you guys will get an email pretty quickly after you submitted an application, and it says, yay, hooray! You know, the credentialing process is complete. But they do not tell you that they are moving on to the contracting process. They will say to you the credentialing process was completed on May 23rd, 2025. And so in your head, you're like, yes, yes, holy shit, that was super easy. But I'm ready to go. And if you start seeing patients before we get you a contract, they are not going to retroactively put back the contract so you can see patients. So if you start seeing patients because you think you have a contract when you're really just through the credentialing process, you're going to get burned on all of those claims. So that's why, even though it's obviously insurance is nuanced, but even the vocabulary is nuanced, right? So Credentialing is the first process. It probably takes about 30 to 90 days. Once you are vetted, then you move on to the contracting process where they actually issue you the contract. And then, only then, once we have the contract, can we then go ahead and see patients and bill insurance for it. Two super simple words. Two different, very different things will happen if we do not follow the interpretation of those words. So hopefully that was helpful. If you are somebody that needs help with the credentialing process, if you don't want to learn any type of vocabulary, if you don't want to submit any applications, your girl Amy P and Team Reimbursement Dietitian has got you covered. While I would love everybody to do my coaching program, if you're somebody that just does not want to do anything and wants somebody who is the OG of reimbursement to do it for you, we're going to put a link below this video for our done for you credentialing services. Just to be very clear, we are not magicians. We cannot get you into permanently closed networks like Florida Blue, Michigan, Iowa, so on and so forth. But if you're trying, or if you haven't tried and you just want us to do it, we are happy to do it for you. And if you're really looking on learning the whole process, because once we credential you, right, you still need to know how to do all of those things, then we'll drop the link below for my coaching program, which is a much better fit for most dietitians because you need to learn all of the things. But anywho, credentialing, contracting, two entirely different things, part of the same process for getting you insurance contracts. Credentialing, job interview, checking resumes, checking references. Think about the contracting process. I'm giving you an offer letter and I'm outlining specifically what our relationship will look like. Hope you enjoyed this video. It was a quickie, but I think it's super important because I see dietitians mince their words all day, every day. So peace out. Amy Plano, reimbursement dietitian, always happy to help and simplify the reimbursement process for us all.